Hmm, that's a lot of views. That's interesting. Well, hello everybody. It's DeanSpillaBean back on your screen with the State of Dean, June. We'll see if I can get this one out at a similar time frame. So, where have I been for the past several weeks? Well, I've been contemplating my future because I look at my aluminum video and I wonder why the heck does it have over 2,000 views on it? In fact, it's nearing 3,000. It's probably got more by now. My subscriber count has also skyrocketed over to 76. It used to be 48, so that's a huge jump. And I'm gonna get this out of the way. Thank you guys so much for actually checking out my stuff. This I did not expect whatsoever. I mean, I expected some kind of popularity here and there, but I didn't expect like several thousand views to just kind of appear out of nowhere. That caught me off guard. And then when I was working on my next Satisfactory video, I wanted to do a lot of big things for whatever reason, but then I started overworking myself because I forgot how much work I needed to do for some things, and that's why a lot of my radio, when I saw the viewership on there, I was like, oh, I gotta give them a cool show, so I was working on my Satisfactory video for like a very long time. And then it ended up taking a bit too long, and then I couldn't really work on anything else. Not really that I couldn't work on anything else, I just had like 10 hours of footage to sift through, and then I only ended up getting 40 minutes out of it. The reason why it was so clean was because I cut out all of the unnecessary stuff. And the unnecessary stuff is... basically, I need to really work on actually cutting down on my time. I keep saying this to myself, but I really do need to figure out how to do this better. Other State of Dean things. Alright, so I got a big ol' pipeline of stuff that I want to work on. I want to finish up a Minecraft video that I've been working on for the past 2 months. Not that it's incredible or anything, it's just that I've been working on it on and off for 2 months. I have been patiently waiting for the day that Minecraft 1.20 comes out, and it's finally out. Wonderful. Now I just gotta finish up some stuff and get my server updated, get a few things added here and there. I'm just gonna wait for a while, that might take a bit. Afterwards, I want to try and do some world tours of my Minecraft server and Satisfactory world. And again, bunch of new subscribers, tons of new viewers that want to watch my Satisfactory Minecraft stuff, which, that's pretty cool, thanks for checking me out. However, having like 20 episodes of Minecraft, and now 11 episodes of Satisfactory to sift through and binge watch, that's an option, I guess. Or, I can just have a cool world tour just to get you guys caught up. And I think that's what I'm gonna do. So after I get the Minecraft video uploaded, I'm going to do a world tour video for Satisfactory, just to kind of get people caught up on what's been going on. Then do a world tour of the Minecraft server that I play on, and get people all caught up with that too, because I think there's a lot of stuff that I have glossed over the many years of me working on it. And I think it's been like 2 years or something like that. After my world tour videos, I'm going to try and get a story video out. I mentioned this in my last State of Dean, but I basically want to make a story, because I'm sick and tired of stories not being good, so I want to make a story. Right now I'm just working on the sets for it. That's still going to take a bit. I think that's probably the thing that takes the longest, because I just want the coolest looking sets, and then I take forever working on the coolest looking sets. I might need to scale back a little bit just to... gosh, I have so many ideas. But after that, I think I'm going to get another Satisfactory video out, then another Minecraft video, and then gonna release the r/place video that I also mentioned in my last State of Dean. I've got quite a roadmap, don't I? Am I gonna do anything in that specific order? Probably not. However, I'm gonna make sure that I get those videos out. That's my job as a content creator on YouTube, to create content in a reasonable time frame, which may or may not happen. It's hard to say. Let's see, is there anything else I want to talk about now that I got like, I don't know, 7 more minutes of this? I don't know how long I have left. I think for the rest of the video I'm going to talk about a bunch of other complicated ideas that I've had that I want to do at some point, but I don't know when I'll get around to them because of how long they might take. But they're ideas. That might be interesting. Okay, so Warframe is a game that I liked playing, still like playing, something like that. I'm very much a fan of Warframe. It's very fun. Gosh, I've played that game for like years, and I've seen a lot of different problems with it. I still play it every now and again because it's just kind of a fun little game to play, and I want to talk about it at some point. When will I get to talk about it? I don't know. Sometime after the r/place video, that'd be kind of neat. However, there's something that I want to try out, and I don't know how to exactly go about it. So you know how I have a lot of ideas for this channel, and like how I just have too many ideas to do? Well, since I've played Warframe for so long and I got kind of annoyed of some of the game features, I thought about different ideas to add to the game, even though they'll never be added to the game. It's gotten to a point where after 3 or 4 years, I forgot how long I've been working on this project, I have a massive Word document that has 25,000 words in it. 27,000. Oh gosh, it keeps growing. What originally was a way for me to use Word document and basically figure out how to use it, I think I figured out how to use it, and then I got a little carried away writing down tons of ideas. And I want to put those ideas on YouTube now that I have a platform, and now that I have the skills to demonstrate these ideas better using MS Paint. Is that just going to be my game? God. I have Photoshop. I like Photoshop, but it's too creative. I need the limiting of MS Paint to get my ideas across in their rawest form. But basically, one idea I have is to, of course, talk about Warframe, but also talk about the various ideas that I have to improve Warframe. They range from small things like, oh, maybe this modification should do this and that, instead of that or this. Or, oh, this augment for this Warframe specifically should actually do this. And then around the mid-range is like, alright, so this entire feature right here, this one specifically.
I think they're scared. Comrades, are they scared? I think they're scared.
It's a bad feature. I want to change it. And then I go crazy thinking about different changes to it. One example that I always come back to is changing the elemental damage system, because at the moment in the game it's kind of lackluster, mostly because there's slash damage and viral, and that's the only damage types that matter, even though there's a bunch of other ones. So one of my ideas was just to make them more unique and make them actually useful. And I think I did end up doing that. I don't want to go into it because that's not the point of this video. And remember when I said I want to make a story? Well, what kind of spurred that on was because I don't like the Warframe story, or it's more like halfway through it just kind of falters a bit, and I wanted to rewrite it. So I ended up making like a fan fiction type theme setting that is like completely rewriting the entirety of Warframe to see if I can get that to even work. So far there's good ideas, but there's way too much content in the game to properly rewrite the entire story, so I'm just doing bits and pieces at a time. And I keep coming back to this project to just write down new ideas, and I keep making up new things. I talked about that for too long. On to the next topic. Dota 2, kind of a similar thing. It's a game I really like playing and I want to talk about it, but it's difficult to talk about it because of some complications that I have with the game after several years of playing it. Hey, do you want some DeanSpillaBean lore? So I'm just going to kind of throw this out here. I have a second channel, or it's more like it's my main channel, and this is my secondary channel, but this one's now my main channel, and that one's the secondary channel. The secondary channel nearly has 500 subscribers, and a video that has over 100,000 views. Well, that's pretty neat. But wait, why did I leave it for this channel? Because I had no idea what I wanted to do at that point. I had ideas, but at the time I didn't really want to only work on Dota 2 videos for the rest of my life. I wanted to make Minecraft videos. I wanted to make Satisfactory videos. Anyways, that's where we're at right now. But another idea I had was to try and rework that channel into a more Dota-centric thing, just so I can actually talk about Dota stuff on that channel. Heck, I could probably do the same thing with Warframe, where I just make an entire different channel focused on Warframe content and all the ideas that I have for that game. Will any of these ideas that I put onto the table ever get into the game? Probably not. But I would feel more comfortable knowing those ideas are out of my head and into the world of the internet. That's the hope anyway. In all honesty, I have absolutely no idea when I'll ever do like a other channel type thing. Probably whenever I get my cool story done, or if I get it into a really good place. Or if I have an excessive amount of free time for some reason suddenly, that would also be beneficial. So that's a bunch of different ideas that I got. Gonna do my roadmap thing, try to get some world tour videos out, get a story episode written. And someday I want to make other channels just so I can focus on like the Warframe and Dota content stuff. But that's a lot of work and dedication that I'm not sure if I'm ready for. I might be ready now, I just need to spend a lot of time doing it, and I don't know if I want to spend all of that time on the other channels yet. I am just one person after all, so I can't do everything. I've got a future ahead of me. I don't know what kind of future, but whatever future it is, I know it's a one that I will enjoy. And I guess thanks for coming along with me on my journey into the future of whatever the hell I'm getting into. You know, something's been nagging at me for like a while. It is nearing September. About a year ago, I made a video called The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe All Endings in Under 30 Minutes, sort of. It's a really long title. I didn't quite like it, but I didn't feel like changing it. And I think that video for me is where I figured out how to actually edit videos together and actually make good content. Around that time, I was at a recording art school that taught me how to, I guess, work in the entertainment industry, making content, doing edits on digital media and stuff like that. We did have a final in that class, but to me, that wasn't my final. The Stanley Parable video was my final. It was exactly what I wanted to make, with as many limitations as I've given myself. So while I did succeed in the final for my classes, it wasn't much of a final for me, and that's what the Stanley Parable video was. And there were so many problems with that, but I have made a promise to myself ever since I made that video, and right near the tail end of me recording stuff for that video, that over the next 10 years, I guess 9 years now, oh gosh, this is gonna go by so fast, isn't it? I don't know. But whatever, I've made a promise that over the next 10 years I'm going to be making stuff. Exactly what stuff? I mean, I've laid out a bunch of different ideas. I've got ideas. I gotta work on ideas so I can reduce the amount of ideas I have to work on, so that I can get more ideas out there. Where will I be in 10 years? Probably still editing videos. I wasn't sure if I'll like it at first, but I haven't really stopped, and I've only gotten better at it. What will I look like in 10 years is what I'm more interested in. I know what I look like now, but about a year ago, I had a different face. I don't think I'll change my face anytime soon, but I don't know how it'll evolve. I don't know how it'll change later. I had other ideas for, like, faces that I could put on to show to the world that this is who I am. But no other faces that I've worked on was as successful as the one that you're looking at right now. I really did want some other faces, but I guess now's not the time for them. They just didn't feel right. Well, that's just me rambling on for a bit. There's only so long that I can keep people's attention, and if you watched this far into the video, thank you so much. That really means a lot to me. That you spend this amount of time actually genuinely interested in what I have in the pipeline, what I've got in my little brain of ideas. It's not even little. I don't even know how big it's gotten. How big is my brain? How many ideas do I have? I don't... Jeez. Oh, whatever. Basically, thank you for joining me on my journey to wherever I'm going. I don't think I can properly describe how much I really do thank everyone that actually watches my stuff. Even back when I only had like a few dozen watching me, that still felt a lot. Like, I clearly wanted more out of it, but even that there was just a few dozen people watching my stuff, that meant so much to me. And now I'm nearing the thousands of people watching my stuff, which... oh gosh. Am I a YouTuber? Probably. At this point, it wouldn't really surprise me if I ended up with like 200 subscribers by next month. I doubt that I'll reach that. That's a neat goal, but I don't know how to properly achieve that goal. I could just make new videos. That's the main thing. That's all I can do. All I can do now is just make some new stuff for people like you to watch. So again, thank you. I honestly cannot portray the amount of gratitude that I really should be giving to people like you that's watching all the way to the end of this. But yeah, thank you again for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, at least some amount. And, well, you all have a wonderful rest of your night.